Spring training has come again, and major leaguers begin the process of readying themselves for the challenges of another long season.
Chase Robinson will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring.
Number 4, Chase Robinson.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Almora.
Makes the play, one away. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up next, the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. The pitch. Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Here we go, guys.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a sinker called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves, but they lead it 1-0. Tyler Chatwood will come on and get some work as he makes his second appearance so far this spring.
Tyler Chatwood.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The Braves claim the victory despite being held to only 3 hits. Sean Newcomb is credited with the win.
The final
Nate
line score
Pearson
for our
worked
ball
only
game this
3
afternoon
innings in the
for the
losing effort.
victorious
So that just Afternoon baseball here on the between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Philadelphia Phillies. Gilberto Encarnacion makes his big league debut right after this. Vince Velasquez, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, I call Vince Velasquez V squared, and he's a really good pitcher. 4-pitch mix, fastball, slider, curveball, changeup, 95 to 97 with a fastball with a lot of late life. Quality pitcher.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Skied into very shallow right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Adam Hazley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Turned on down the line. This gets fouled. It's on.
Yeah, they showed a lot of grit to get the win here. They trailed by 4 runs, but never panicked. They just set about doing the little things that would get them back into it. And the next thing you know, they're celebrating a well-earned victory.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Jordan Montgomery will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This is a fun guy to watch pitch. Almost struck out 200 batters last season, so he does have swing and miss capabilities. But the thing I like, he commands the strike zone, he commands the running game. Just a real solid pitcher. Looking forward to him twirling it in this one.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
High in the air out to center field. Nieves will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Oh, and he turns on this fastball and sends it out to deep left field. And I would say he got just about all of that one as this ball is gone. A home run. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. Hard liner to center field. Nieves is there, and he has it for the first out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here. 0-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage home run. At the plate, Aaron Hicks. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one.
Aaron Hicks.
Looked to be a sinker there, up in the zone a bit, but called a strike. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. The bouncer to the left side. And that's the second out. Now to the plate, Mike Ford. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
That's inside.
And that's in there for his strike. 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. The pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Brian Dozier at the plate. He's gone 0 for his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. Out in front of it, strike one.
Dozier.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Yeah, here we go.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Judge is often heralded for his defensive capabilities patrolling the outfield. So much, in fact, it's not uncommon to hear the word elite when used in talking about his skill set. So I guess it goes without saying that his pitcher teammates always appreciate having him out there behind them.
Yeah, he just seems to be in the right place at the right time. I don't know if he could see the signs from out there, but it almost seems like he gets a jump before the pitch even reaches home plate.
Striding in once again, Gio Urshela. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Grounded to the right. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
Now back, second baseman.
At the plate now, Torres. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
Nope.
2-0 now.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch on its way. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. One hit, one error in the inning, but they wind up leaving two. On now to the top of inning number 4. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. The bouncer to the left side. Bichette's got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So one away here with the bases empty. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher, Gary Sanchez. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that one got a piece of him.
One got him right there.
So one gone in the inning here with the runner at first. And that'll bring up the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
One out. You got one.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now. Fouled off. Another try at 2-2. Fastball just missed above the zone.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. So striding in, Mike Ford. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Fouled away.
4.
We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. And he fouls this one off. A breaking ball that time that he slaps the other way out into left center, and it falls for a base hit.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, barehanded on the move. Hey now. So it's back to the top of the order now, and striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Judge, he comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Gio Urshela, a hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. At the knees, strike 1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
2 down now.
Two balls and a strike.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Lifted in the air out towards left center.
Giving chase is Hernandez.
He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Into the box now, Torres. He's set to start it out for the Yanks here in the sixth.
Second baseman.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. There's ball two as the slider dips below the zone. Now the 2-0 is taken, strike one. All even now, 2-2.
Hey, give me yourself right here. Let's go.
Pitch on the way. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
The left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. 2 away now in the Yankees' 6th, and that'll bring up Gary Sanchez.
Gary Sanchez.
First pitch coming, here it is. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
3-0 to him now. Now the pitch. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D, when we got up this morning for this day game here, we were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
And another foul ball.
Hey, let's get him right here. You got it.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. So Jordan Romano is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Jordan Romano.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Yanks hit 6 home runs as a team on the way to a win. Jonathan Holder claims the win. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Kansas City Royals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next.
Leading off
at the
the
plate,
afternoon for
Adalberto
Kansas
Mondesi. He will
the
lead this
shortstop,
one off today.
Adalberto Mondesi.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. Fair-handed attempt gets by him here, and that ought to go as a bunt single. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Batting second.
To the plate now, Luke Brooks, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Now a throw over to first. Runner's back. Mondesi aboard here at first with nobody out. A ground ball to third, and they could get two. To second for one. On to first to complete the double play. Whit Merrifield next to bat. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Here's one fouled off to the right as the count evens at 1-1. Merrifield behind, a ball and two strikes.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last three pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over. He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Now here it comes. Hit to short.
Adames brings it in.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Royals back. Digging in now for Kansas City, Ryan O'Hearn, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, nobody out. Nobody out.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Pulled toward right center field.
Mine.
Nieves is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a ball. Counts 1-0.
Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat starting right now.
And 2 quick outs here in the second. So stepping in, Anderson Miller. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And it's fouled away. No score here as we play inning number 2.
That's a ball.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The count now at 2-2. Now a curveball in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Brandon Drury will bat next. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Oh, he makes the stop. He goes to first. He's out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Oh, man, once it got past the pitcher, I figured it was a base hit, but then the shortstop comes out of nowhere to make the diving stop. That was incredible.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Batting 9, the center fielder, number 14.
Brett Phillips will bat next. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Phillips brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. Swing and a line drive. That gets down, and the inning continues. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Back to the top of the order now. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter for Kansas City. Hit back up the middle. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Hey, that's just an incredible play right there from one of the best second basemen in the game. Great job going to his backhand, but you know what? It's the release that makes all the difference on this play. With the speed getting down the line, he had to throw super fast, get rid of it super quick, and he did just that. Any slower with the exchange, and that guy was looking at beating that out.
And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Up next for the Royals, the second baseman,
Whit Merrifield next to hit. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Here's the pitch. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Royals go down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. At the plate, Ryan O'Hearn. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Smoke toward the hole. Fielded cleanly. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Lifted in the air out to center field.
I got it.
Nieves is there. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Anderson Miller. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Not close. It's 2-0. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1.
Here we go, guys.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Line to the right side. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Digging in, Ryan McBroom. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. And that's high and off the plate. 2-1. Now the pitch. Well, he just threw that fastball by him. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So next to the plate for the Royals, Brett Phillips. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike.
Hey, let's go right here.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
1-2, the counts of the Royals shortstop. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Royals. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Luke Brooks. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Behind 0-2 now.
Here we go now.
0-2 count, and the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Slow roller left side. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Stepping into the box, Whit Merrifield. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. 0-1 the count. Hit to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ryan O'Hearn. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Bichette picks it up cleanly, and he is called out at first on a close. Digging in now, Salvador Perez. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. And he gets ahead 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, what a dive. He gathers the throw. It's there, and he's out. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
Big league play in the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You got to be kidding me.
Standing in, Anderson Miller. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Fouled off. Ready with another 2-2. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. McGuire finds it, but the throw is late, and he's aboard after the strikeout. So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
3-0 the final score in this one today. The Blue Jays.